In this video, I'm going to answer a question I got online from Colin Horn about what my opinion is on the paleo diet. Now, before I give you my thoughts on the paleo diet, let's break down what the rules are when you're following a paleo diet. Now, in a paleo diet, you're not allowed cereal grains, dairy, that means no milk, and no whey or no casein. You're not allowed any legumes, no beans, no peanuts, no peanut butter. You're not allowed potatoes or other tubers that grow in the ground. You're not allowed refined sugars. That means no dextrose or glucose post-workout. You're also supposed to cut back on salt, which for an athlete is not a good thing. You're allowed plenty of meat, especially grass-fed beef, fish, seafood, eggs, nuts, plenty of vegetables and fruit, and healthy oils like coconut or olive oil. Now, for those of you who follow my nutrition philosophies, you should be able to pick out a few problems right there with the paleo diet. Now, before I go too hard on the paleo diet, I will say it's a great diet for most people. You know, most typical people, I'm not talking about the sort of hardcore trainers like you and myself, but most typical people don't follow any nutrition plan. So if you give them a plan that they have to follow with rules and foods that they can't eat and foods to focus more on, it makes a big change in their diet and the results they get. However, I'm not saying it's the perfect diet. Like I said, for an athlete, it just doesn't work that well. If you're avoiding dairy, dairy is the most anabolic protein. We know whey and casein, when combined together, it's why milk has been such a staple in bodybuilders' diets for decades, long before protein powders were up. It works to help build muscle. And then the other issue is the refined sugars. Post-workout, you want to replenish your muscle glycogen as quickly as possible. And how are you going to spike insulin to get creatine and carnitine into the muscles if you're not having any fast digesting carbs post-workout? And then the other big issue is the sodium. Sodium, cutting back on sodium is the last thing any hard training athlete wants to do. Sodium is so critical for muscle contractions. It's the most critical electrolyte in the body. And when you sweat and when you train, you lose sodium. So you need sodium, not a low sodium diet. Just doesn't make sense for an athlete. And then you can argue all you want about removing peanuts and other beans like lentils and what have you, cereal grains and tubers like sweet potatoes, which also have benefits. So to summarize my take on the paleo diet, it's fine for the general population or someone who hasn't been on any diet. If you're following a diet program already, making progress with fat loss, you've been training a while, paleo is not the thing you want to be jumping on because, like I said, you're avoiding dairy, so you're already going to be disadvantaged for muscle growth. You're limiting sodium, which can limit your performance in the gym. And you're limiting that dextrose, those fast digesting carbs that you should be using post-workout, not just to enhance recovery, but to further boost results. Guys getting more creatine and carnitine in the muscles so they can do their job. It's just not ideal for anyone who's interested in maximizing muscle size, strength, performance, all while minimizing body fat. Hope this video cleared up any confusion that any other JYM Army members have regarding paleo diet. As always, guys, stay JYM Army strong.